What is going on, everybody? It's Stas here. So I want to break down 3 oversold stocks that I'm looking at right now in the markets. And on top of that, we're going to break down what the markets are doing. It's currently 1 p.m. We have about 3 hours left in the market. So let's break it down. Sit back, relax, hit the like button, subscribe, and check out my Patreon. If you guys want my buys, sells, call outs, morning update videos, plus more, all of that's on Patreon. Link down below. And let's get right into it. So like I said, right now it's 1 p.m. on the East Coast. We have 3 hours left in the session, and the S&P 500 hit a brand new all-time high today. Yup, you heard it right. Today, SPY hit $459.17, and it seems like the breakout's continuing. And not to toot my own horn, but we did call this out as we were starting to nudge above and break above that 455 level that we were struggling at for a couple of days. And if you guys don't remember, I'll remind you right now, 455 was the all-time high from the beginning of September. So SPY looks very bullish. I have my alert set at 460 to see if we end up breaking out of there and maybe seeing the next leg up, maybe to 465, maybe even 470. So let's go to QQQ. You guys know yesterday Apple and Amazon reported, and those stocks went down a bit. In fact, they're still down. Amazon's down 3%, Apple's down about 2% right now, and despite that, QQQ is still hitting all-time highs. We hit $385.03 just about 20-30 minutes ago, which again is that fresh, brand new all-time high. And this you can see here on the intraday chart. Excuse me, guys, has been ripping pretty much all day. We consolidated pre-market at about 380, 381, and then we got that initial pop, and then we started moving from 381 at market open all the way to 385. So even though the big tech names, well, Apple and Amazon aren't doing well right now, QQQ still running because we're seeing Google up over 1%, Facebook's up 2.3%, and let's see where Microsoft's at right now. Microsoft's up 1.5%. So 3 of the 5 big tech names are doing very well right now, which is thus pushing QQQ up to those highs. So what do you guys think? Drop me a comment down below. Make sure to hit the like button before we talk about these 3 oversold stocks. Did you do it yet? Did you hit the like button? Did you subscribe? Did you hit the notification bell? Do all that, and let's talk about stock number 1 of 3, which is Qualcomm. And this one is very oversold, guys. It's down from 152 back in July. Now it's at 132, so it's down about 12%. It's in correction territory, and it's actually even worse than that. If I pop up the yearly chart, this stock was at almost $70 in the beginning of 2021. So if you go from 167 to be exact to 132, it is actually down 21%. It's in a bear market. It is down a good chunk. And what I'm noticing here, going back to that 4-hour chart, I'm seeing a clear-cut inverse head and shoulders forming. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and now we're slowly starting to peak above both moving averages. In fact, we've been above the 50 moving average for about 2 weeks now, and now we're starting to get above the 180 moving average, heading into earnings, which are coming out on the 3rd of November, which is in a couple days from now. So in my opinion, if earnings do well, guidance is strong for Qualcomm, this is setting up for a breakout. I'm thinking this could go anywhere from 139, 138 on the lower end, and if that's support, well, old support, now resistance, if that breaks into the 140s, we're probably going to go mid-high 140s, maybe even test the 150s. That overall is where the inverse right shoulder would end up completing. So there's upside here, guys. I'm going to set my alert at $134 and watch what it does from there. Mark is at or above. Perfect. And the next one is Skyworks, kind of in a similar category here and a very similar pattern. And just like Qualcomm, Skyworks is down a good chunk. It's down 17% from that high point in the end of April. It is down, let's see here, down even more from the high point. Actually, no, that was the high point from April, 204. Now it's at 166, down about 18%, almost in a bear market. So this is getting destroyed, guys. It's down bad. It's not looking great, but like Qualcomm, we are holding this bottom channel, the bottom of the channel, shall I say, and we're also, like Qualcomm, seeing an inverse head and shoulder. Look at that. We have the left, the right, the left, the right, the head right here, and now we're trading above the 50, but not above the 180 SMA. So we're about to break out of there, and I think if we do break this 180 moving average for Skyworks Solutions, this is probably going to start moving up towards 175, 180, 185 towards the top of this downwards channel. And with earnings coming up on the 4th, the day after Qualcomm, this could be a mover. So I'm going to set my alert right at $170 per share, maybe 171. I'll put that alert, and I'm going to be watching what it does from there. If, keyword is if, it breaks that 180 moving average, right? So look at that. Keep your eyes on it for Skyworks, guys. And the last one today is Upwork, which they reported earnings recently. Let's break those down very quickly. They did 4 cents of EPS versus the 1 cent estimated, so they beat EPS. They also beat sales revenue. They did 128.1 million versus 126.6 million estimated, so double beat for Upwork, and they see around -5 to -3 cents of EPS versus -2 cents estimated for the upcoming quarter, and they see sales above the estimate for the upcoming quarter, 130 to 132 million versus 129.4 million estimated. So sales is above the estimate for Q4. EPS is not, and we see full year 21 adjusted EPS of 5 to 7 cents versus 6 cents estimated, so right in line, and we see sales pretty much right in line as well, a bit above the estimate actually. They're expecting 496 to 498 million versus 493.7 million estimated. So in my opinion, the earnings were good, pretty solid. It's not like it was a blowout quarter though, but for the stock to go down 21% after earnings, and now it's down 2% so far on the day, I believe it's a bit overblown. So I think this is oversold. I think once the dust settles, we find consolidation support right around 48, 50 bucks. I think buyers are going to step in right around this 180 moving average on the 4-hour chart. And I'm ready for it, guys. You know, if you're in my Patreon, you know, a couple weeks ago, I bought Upwork. I swing traded it. I sold it way too dang early, which, believe it or not, happens a lot, guys, when you're trading. It's impossible to time the top, the bottom, every single trade. It's impossible. Sometimes you will. Sometimes you'll time the top and bottom. I've done that sometimes. I'm sure you guys have as well. But for the most part, you're not going to time it perfectly. And this is a trade where I did not time it perfectly. I think I bought it, I forget exactly. I think it was at like 50 something. I sold it a little bit after that. Then I watched it run all the way up to 60 plus. As you guys can see, it did hit almost $62 a couple of days ago. So in my opinion, this is a second chance for me. Maybe for you guys, even though this is not financial advice, you must always do your own research. It's another chance to potentially hop in to Upwork on the dip. And I'm probably going to wait till next week. I'm not going to force a trade now. Here on Friday. We'll see what happens on Monday, Tuesday next week, and we'll go from there. So overall, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this quick little video, hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Are you long Upwork? Are you long Qualcomm, Skyworks? What other stocks are you looking at? In fact, if you're still here if you listen till the end, drop me a comment. Let me know what stocks you want me to cover that you're watching. Drop me some tickers. Maybe I'll cover them tomorrow or on Sunday. I'll be happy to do that. So do that. Check out my Patreon as well if you guys want my buy, sells, call outs, morning update videos, plus more access to me as well throughout the day. All that's on Patreon. Link down below. Make sure to also get your $30 from M1 Finance or 2 stocks from Webull. Link down below as well. And that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching again. As always, keep crushing the markets. Stay safe out there, guys. Have a great weekend. Peace out.